All right, let's just jump right in. There is a huge, massive shift happening right now in digital media. You know that slow crawl from audio-only stuff to a video-first world? Yeah, that's over. We're in a full-blown revolution now. And for businesses, listen up. This isn't just another trend. It's a deep, fundamental change in how you're going to connect with your customers.
To really get the scale of this, just look at the foundation. Podcasting itself is absolutely mainstream now. I mean, projections are showing that by 2025, we're going to have 158 million people in the US alone listening to podcasts every single month. This is not some niche hobby anymore. It's how a massive and very engaged audience gets their information.
And that, right there, brings us to the most important question. With giants like YouTube and Spotify pushing video right to the front of the line, the entire game has changed. Your audience isn't just listening in the car anymore. They are actively sitting down and watching. So the question for any brand, any business, is no longer if you should be here, but how you're going to show up on camera.
So, okay, how does this all translate into something you can actually use for your business? Well, for any business, but especially if you're a local one, video isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's become the essential tool for building the two things that matter most, a real connection and genuine trust.
This slide really gets to the core of it all. Look, audio's great, but video is visceral. The second your audience sees your face, your expressions, it instantly humanizes your entire brand. Plus, it opens up all new ways to advertise. Think about it. You can have product placement right there on the desk, wear branded gear, or even do a quick screen share demo. These things add a layer of proof that just talking about it can never match. This leads us to this really powerful psychological idea, the parasocial bond. It's that feeling you get where you feel like you actually know the person on the screen. Well, video turns that effect up to 11. Seeing a host's real, honest reactions builds a level of trust and authenticity that is so hard to build any other way. For a business owner, this is absolute gold. When people feel like they know you and trust you, they're way more likely to trust your business.
And this number? This shows you the direct impact on the bottom line. We already know from the data that host-read ads are incredibly effective. We're talking 4.4 times more effective than your standard digital ad. Now, just imagine amplifying that. When a host they trust doesn't just talk about a product, but actually shows it, uses it, reacts to it on screen, that visual proof makes the endorsement so much more powerful.
Okay, so we've established it. Video is essential. But let's be real for a second. There's a pretty big reason why every single small business doesn't already have a slick video podcast. It has, traditionally, been crazy expensive and super complicated. It's just a huge barrier to entry.
I mean, just look at the startup costs here. You can get a decent USB mic and get into audio-only podcasting for about $100. But the moment you decide to add video, even a simple setup with some cameras, lights, and tripods can set you back anywhere from $500 to over $2,000. That's a huge jump for any small business.
And this number right here, this is what's known as the cost of attention. Basically, it looks at how much it costs to produce something versus how many hours people spend consuming it. And the research shows that video podcasts cost a whopping 77% more to produce per hour of attention than audio only. Now that does create a trade-off. Audio ads might get you a higher cost per thousand views, but video's big advantage is sheer volume. The algorithms on platforms like YouTube can give you way more reach, helping you make up for those higher production costs with a much bigger audience. And that 77%, it's not just about buying a camera. It's all these hidden things. Multi-camera setups that look great but triple your editing time. You've got to sync up the audio, color grade all the different shots so they match, and design a set that actually looks good on camera. These are the real operational headaches that just drive the cost and the time commitment through the roof. So, if the old way is too slow, too expensive, what's the alternative? Well, the market is smart and it's adapting. A brand new, way more agile solution is popping up to solve these exact problems. It's called the microlab model. This slide just lays it out perfectly. The old way meant spending a ton of money up front, waiting forever to get your content back, and dealing with these complicated workflows. The new microlab model just flips that on its head. Instead of buying all that gear, you rent the pro space for a fraction of the cost. Instead of waiting weeks, you get your content instantly. And the workflows are automated and ready for AI, which can lead to insane savings, up to 80% compared to a traditional studio. And a prime example of this new microlab model is a company called Voxel Micro Video Labs. Their whole philosophy is right here in this quote. It's all about giving everyone access to broadcast-level, Hollywood quality, but delivering it with the speed and agility that a modern business actually needs to keep up.
You see, studios like Voxel, which is based in San Pedro, are basically being built as these content engines specifically for local businesses. The secret sauce is making them AI-ready from the ground up, with things like perfect dry acoustics so AI can transcribe everything cleanly, and lighting that's optimized for auto-framing. This basically turns the studio from just a room into a strategic tool that's designed to make a local entrepreneur fast, efficient, and super competitive.
But look, solving the production problem is just step one. The real magic, the real payoff, happens when you unlock the content goldmine that comes after. This is where you see the true return on investment, where one recording session becomes your entire marketing strategy for the month.
This is what we call the write once, publish everywhere model. It's so simple. You walk into an Agile studio, you record for 1 hour. And from that one single hour, you can instantly get dozens of short, vertical video clips for your social media. You get a full transcription that you can turn into blog posts for your website's SEO, and of course, you can just strip the audio and have a traditional podcast. You're basically spreading the cost of that 1 hour across all of your channels.
This chart gives you a pretty good idea of the scale we're talking about. That one long-form video becomes this fountain of micro-content. You're not just making a podcast anymore. You're building a high-speed marketing engine that constantly feeds all your platforms. It solves that never-ending problem of, oh, what am I going to post today?
And we absolutely cannot forget about getting found. YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet. For a local business owner, that is a total game changer. When your local customers are online searching for solutions, having high-quality video gives you a massive, massive advantage. You show up right where they're looking, building your authority and driving traffic in your own backyard.
So, this all brings us to the final thought. In today's economy, being fast and being agile, those are the ultimate advantages. The old barriers that kept you from making great video are crumbling down, and the businesses that adapt first are the ones that are going to win. The tools are here, so the only real question left is the one right there on your screen. Are you ready to move?